The WINX are back. Yes. Hey cuties, PeachY here. Welcome back to a new video. And in this video, we're going to be taking our first look at finally the complete reveal of the new upcoming WINX Club 2025 budget fairy transformation dolls. So stay tuned, subscribe, and let's get into it. As part of the brand new WINX Club reboot show, we're getting two brand new toy collections by Jey for Europe and UK and Playmates Toys for USA and the rest of the world. But apparently they're going to be sharing distribution, so that could mean that the Playmates toys might become available in Europe eventually and vice versa. Although that's not confirmed and we're just going to have to hope for the best for that. But for now, we have finally the full reveal of the new Playmates toys dolls for WINX Club, specifically the fairy transformation looks. They're priced at around $17 US, and apparently they're going to be only sold at Target stores in the US coming in this fall time. So the price seems right. As we'll get into the dolls, you will see that they are basically kind of like budget dolls. But then what kind of worries me is that they really seem to be a Target exclusive. Okay, well, like what about the rest of the world? Again, like Asia, all these other countries that don't have Target, what will they do? I'm pretty sure they will have to make them available on Amazon as well eventually. And I hope that that's the case because, again, that way, hopefully, European fans can also get a hold of these new dolls because, shocker, it seems that the Playmates versions of the dolls are better than the Jey ones. So, yeah, but we'll get into the comparisons as we get into each doll. But yeah, let's start off with Bloom. By the way, thanks to Dolls with Dasha for first breaking the news. And yes, now let's get into the first girl. Starting off, of course, with the chosen child, Bloom herself. She looks really cute here. You will notice that they do look different from the first leaked images that we had from them in the shadows. So you will see comparisons of those here up on screen, but also you will see comparisons between the Jey version and also the Playmates version as we get into this video. But yeah, Bloom, she's cute. I like her wings. I am interested to see, like, with all of these, like, how the wings attach. Are they like solid acrylic or just like a cheap, laminated plastic? I very curious, like, if they're durable or not and how, again, they're attached. The outfit seems nice enough. I think the thing that will make most of us not like them as much as the articulation, they only have knee joints, and otherwise they are pretty much a basic doll body. Only movement at the head, like rotating the head, and then obviously you can move the arms up and down, side to side. The legs go up and down, I'm assuming, and then of course knee joints. But yeah, no elbows, no, not even elbows. Like, if there's no wrist joints, like, that's okay, but like no elbows, like, okay, no, that's definitely, that stinks. Yeah. Her boots are nice. We have some glitter. They have a nice, like, kind of like fade in color, right? I think the hair looks nice, but I'm kind of worried. Like, is it poly? Is it saran? Is it not? We don't know. The face is cute, but I prefer the original face from the leaked picture. And yeah, I feel like she's not leaving me with a lasting impression, if that makes sense. Like, she's cute, but it almost feels like I don't know, like a knockoff thing you would see for WINX, which, yeah. But I don't know, maybe I just have to get used to the face. To me, it just feels like her expression is very vacant. It's like, oh, she's just big-eyed, and like, that's it. That's the expression, like, just big eyes. Like, okay, really? Like, I just wish there was more character, for Bloom, more sass, or just, I don't know, like, just give her like more eyebrow game, like just more arched eyebrows, just something else. But I think overall the quality of the fabrics is nice. The wings look nice and the boots look nice and it's all nice and hunky-dory. So I think overall really cute and definitely probably better than the Jey version for sure. Then we have Stella, and right away her bangs are, her fringe is what stands out to me. It's kind of like very interestingly cut. It almost has like a downwards cut where it's like shorter on the ends and like on the outside portions and then like longer in the middle portion. like it dips in the middle. I don't know like what's up with that. Like it looks kind of shaggy, you know, like a little, you know, random, but it's cute. Like she has bangs. That's it. It's fine. The hair looks nice. The wings look nice. Her outfit, I think it has some nice details with the little like swirl, like actually sewn onto the front of her top. Her boots are like longer, and we have some painted details there. You know, her skirt seems nice and frilly, you know, maybe not like too layered or whatever, but it's still cute. And, you know, I think she's really like, I like her colors, you know, definitely. I think her expression is better. She doesn't look as vacant, you know, she has a bit more like cutesy energy going on, you know. But I feel like you will see this trend with a lot of these. I think for most of these actually, maybe except for Bloom. But I think a lot of these dolls have like very pointed chins. Like their faces just are so pointy, you know, like they don't really have unique face shapes. I think the default face shape that Playmates went with here with these dolls is like really pointy chins and just like really like almost like a triangular head shape almost, right? Like or oval too. So yeah, just keep a, you know, keep thinking about that, because I think you will definitely see a pattern here with the other dolls where it's like they all have pointy chins and it's just, and like really small mouths with most of them, and like their eyes are kind of printed up really high, you know. I don't know, like I think the actual like face screening looks nice, but like the way that they printed them onto the actual head sculpts, that's I think where it's throwing me off. So I don't know, but keep that in mind. But overall, the outfit is really nice. I like the colors, and I think her hair looks nice. So yeah, once again, really nice. Next we have Flora, who's, I think she's always been one of my favorites, you know, with Stella as well, because they're just so cute. I love their outfits, I think, the most in aesthetics. But Flora, obviously her outfit is very layered here with many different panels that are very shiny, like kind of chromatic finish. I love that. Although maybe it's like a bit too pastel for me. I think it could have been a bit more pink, you know, for my liking. I think I like her face the most. Like she has one of my favorite faces out of all six. I think her expression is very nice. It's serene. It's very calm, very subdued, but very Flora. Like I feel Flora when I see her here. Like this is Flora. This definitely like gives me that vibe. Her hair is really nicely done. The braid, obviously very simple. I love the little sleeves, you know, like the little things that dangle around her shoulders, right, with the little flowers as well. Like that's a really nice detail. Like that's really nice. We have some frills as well on the front of her dress. Yeah, I think those details are really nice. Once again, I just feel like the raw edges around the actual panels of the dress, that looks kind of cheap to me. But I also feel like maybe again, like the color could have been a bit more pink. You know, this here, it kind of reads more like lilac or pastel, or more of like a rose gold, really, when it should be pink, really. Her outfit, right? And then her wings also look really nice, and her shoes are really simple. So I think, you know, although her outfit is not as great as I think it should have been, her face really just is so cute. And I think her and the Joki Pirezzosi version are very similar, because they kind of give me the same vibe, honestly. They're very similar in terms of quality, like the silhouettes of the dresses, like the actual like paneling, that it's like how it's done, and also the faces look very almost identical. So I think that's very interesting. And next we have probably one of my other favorites from all six is Aisha, or Layla. Wow, oh my god, I love her face. Like I think for her, she's perfection. Like I think her face is like really well done, although I still slightly prefer the like leaked shadow version of her face. Like I feel like that looks more rounded, and just like the eyes look better placed. But here, even so, I still think she has a great expression. The makeup is very nice. Her eyes really pop. Her hair obviously is done in like many different braids and like textures, which is amazing. We even have some tinsel mixed in, which like, yes, I think it works really well to bring a little pop of color. Her outfit is very nicely done. We have some different textures going on here, different looks, different like, you know, like it looks like shiny in some parts. It has like tulle in some other parts, like really nicely done. Her boots are also really nice with some glitter, I think, added on. Yeah, I think she's just so cute and just definitely one of the, no, she is the best one out of all 6. Like, she's the best one. Like, come on. And I think for her, she has a more unique face shape. Like, it's not too pointed chinny. It's not too, like, you know, like high placed eyes. Like, I think for her, the face is really well done. And it just really sucks that, you know, they don't have elbow joints. And I think for her and the Joki Pizzosi one, they look very different. The skin tones are different. I feel like the Playmates version definitely looks better than the Pizzosi one. You know, it's just Joki did not do a good job with Aisha. I think she just does not look like herself compared especially with Playmates. Now, sad to say, these next 2 are on my lower end of the favorites list. So here's Musa. And you will notice her eyes are very high, like they're placed very high on her face sculpt, on the head sculpt. And they're very far apart. She almost looks like an alien. Like, she looks like one of the stereotypical, like, gray alien caricatures that you see, like, in pop culture media. That's what she reminds me of. Like, the eyes just are so, like, far apart. They're so high up. And for her, I don't know why, but her head sculpt, like, it's so, like, pointed chin. Like, it's so pointy. I don't know why. Like, I really don't know why. Like, it just looks so bad. It just, yeah, I don't know what happened. Like, and to be fair, with her leaked image, you know, like, from the shadow, you know, like, group shot, her face sculpt there also, like, she had similar problems. But here, they really, like, turned it up to an 11. Like, the eyes are even higher placed. They're even more far apart. And she has an even smaller mouth, and, like, the chin is even pointier. Yeah, it looks really bad, in my opinion. I just don't love her face. I think in this case, the Joki Pizzosi version of Musa, her face sculpt definitely looks better. It looks so much better. Like, it doesn't look like an alien, like, oh my god. But unfortunately, you know, we do have better quality fabrics with the Playmates version. Like, the outfit still looks better, definitely, for sure. There's just more different textures, different layers. The wings look really nice. Her boots are, you know, like, just, they feel better, better made. And yeah, it just sucks that for her, the face sculpt, you know, the face, the expression, the application of the face screening, like, it all looks bad. Like, there's just, like, nothing works. Like, it really sucks, because Musa, like, the outfit looks really nice. So hopefully maybe these are just prototypes, and the actual final versions of these dolls will look better, especially for Musa, because again, this face is not it. Like, this does not look like Musa. This looks like an alien cosplaying like Musa. And lastly, Techna, and I think I have a similar issue with her, where it feels like her eyes are way too far apart. They're placed a bit too high, and I think for her, again, like, the chin is so pointy, and her mouth is very, like, she has a very small mouth. Like, I feel like for her, it's even smaller than, like, with the other girls. Like, I think for her, it looks, like, weirdly small. Like, I think also, like, the fact that, I don't know, like, what's going on, but her hair, it looks, like, so thin, or, like, so like, it just doesn't look like there's a lot of hair. And I think that, with the combination of the, like, pointy chin and, like, the eyes, again, like, the placement, I think that's what makes it look even, like, more off. Because again, in the, like, leaked shadow picture of the dolls initially, like, her face looks great. Like, she has more hair, it looks like more naturally placed. But here it looks like she has, like, almost no hair, and yeah, like, again, like, she has a lot of forehead. I don't know, it doesn't look good. But her outfit looks good, at least, you know, like, the top, the pants, you know, she has a very simple outfit, so not much to say there. I like the colors and the fabrics used, very shiny. But I think for now, Joki Pizzosi might have also done a better job with the face sculpt for Techna, because it just looks more accurate, and at least the outfit also looks kind of similar. So yeah, just kind of sucks that Techna and Musa really got the short end of the stick for whatever reason. It even almost looks like the head was perhaps photoshopped onto Techna's body here. Like, something just looks off. I'm not sure what, Or why? Like, what happened? Now, those were the initial reveals of the brand new Playmates toys, but as you have already seen, we also did get new stock photos of the Jey Hologram version of the WINX Club dolls. Also, some of the casual looks for the dolls, and also some of the like the light up wings dolls. Because on one of the Smith's Toys websites, I believe Smith's Toys France had the listings up for some of the brand new WINX Club dolls. Again, the Jey Hologram versions, not the Playmates Toys ones, because those are going to be, for now at least, that we know of, only available in the USA and the other parts of the world, except for Europe and UK. So I think for the most part, like I already talked a bit about these, you know, in my previous sections about the other girls, comparing them to the Playmates versions, but basically they definitely don't look as good as the Playmates versions. They're just lower in quality, you know, they don't have as high quality looking fabrics or articulation like at least the Playmates versions have knee joints. Here they really do just have like the basic budget body articulation, but I do think the faces look good. Like they do look accurate and cartoony, like based upon the show, so it does capture that look. The hair does look kind of cheap, especially for like Aisha, where it's not even like the texture, the correct texture. Like for her, Aisha she's supposed to have like braids, right? Here it's just like straight hair, just like twisted into braids, I believe. So it's not the same. Obviously it's just, yeah, a downgrade in most cases. But again, like I mentioned, Musa and Techna look better than the Playmates versions, except for the fabrics, of course, and the outfits. So it's kind of weird. Like I feel like there should have been a combination between the two. Like I feel like I definitely prefer the faces on the Jey Hologram versions, but then I also prefer the outfits on the Playmates versions. So if we just had a good combination between the two, that would be amazing. Because I think that way we would have the best of both worlds. But I don't know, which versions do you prefer from these early stock photos anyway? But yeah, that was basically our first official look at the brand new Playmates Toys WINX Club budget dolls. Again, around $17 US, and only available in Target in the US. And I guess we're gonna have to wait and see where and when they're gonna be available in the other parts of the world. And hopefully again they're gonna be available on Amazon so that European fans can also get them, because again, I think for the most part Jey Hologram version of these dolls are inferior. They're definitely like just not as good in every level, except for Musa and Techna, where the faces look normal and better. And I think, I mean, even so, like Jey's version of the dolls are still like fine for what they are, you know. They're just budget. They're just really giving like budget dolls. At least with Playmates, you know, they do have knee joints. They have like better looking wings. Like they look more durable. The fabrics definitely look higher grade. It just, yeah, I mean, they're okay for what they are. You know, like the Playmates dolls look really cute. They look great together. I think individually, we know, like I mentioned, I have some pros and cons for each character, but I think overall my favorite has to be Aisha, and then my second favorite has to be Flora. Then my third favorite has to be Stella. In fourth place would have to be Bloom, and then kind of tied in the last place we have Techna and Musa. just because of the faces. Like to me that's like really where it looks off. If they only fix the faces, I think all 6 would look good to me. Like really, it would be a solid collection. Like honestly, yes, there would be things that they could improve, like, you know, obviously maybe having more articulation and perhaps even more like interesting outfit layers and fabrics used, but I think for what they are, you know, like they're really cute, and I think a lot of us are going to be really enjoying these dolls. So I'm pretty sure we're also getting more dolls from Playmates. These are just the fairy versions. Obviously we're, you know, like with the Jey version, we're getting the casual looks, the concert looks, the light up wings look. So, you know, rest assured, if Jey's making so many dolls, we are definitely going to be getting more dolls from Playmates as well, probably also in their casual looks or concert looks or, you know, etc. And probably even like a playset. So let's just wait and see what ends up happening, because the actual show of, yeah, you know, the WINX Club reboot show will be debuting on Netflix in fall of this year. That's very exciting. And we're also getting a trailer in a couple of days. So definitely look forward to that. But now I leave it up to you. What do you think of these 6 brand new dolls? The price point they released, the comparison with Giochi Preziosi's versions, you know, which one do you prefer? Do you also perhaps wish there would have been a better, you know, like mix of the two? Because I do feel like both have good and bad things, but overall the Playmates versions definitely just are better. But even so, you know, like a good mixture, like I think would have done wonders, you know. But which one's your favorite? I can't wait to see, like, yeah, what else happens. And yeah, hopefully they do become available to European fans, because I'm not sure I will get the Giochi Preziosi version. Like, they're cute, and I've always wanted like a complete set of like full official WINX Club dolls. But, you know, they're not it. So I would love to get these Playmates versions, you know, even with Musa and Techna looking like aliens, because of the face shape. Even so, I still think they're really cute, and definitely, yeah. Let's hope for the best. But that was the video. I hope you all enjoyed. Leave a like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and please consider becoming a channel member today. Link to join is down below. There's a couple of perks as well if you're interested. Only if you're able to, of course, no pressure. And so you don't miss out when I post more content like this coming your way and keeping you up to date with all the doll tea you love. Stay safe, be kind. I hope this next time, stay peachy. Kisses.